since Rob and Craig are off watching hockey, there's no live show this week. And I'm here, naked, in front of the mic. Oh well, here's another RoadCast. Hope you enjoy. I'm just gonna diddle my skittle and listen to it.
Episode 9. RoadCast number 9. We don't do episodes when we do these. Of the old Clutch Wiggle experience. Just make sure you download us on iTunes, Stitcher, Smart Radio, Podomatic, and all the other fine areas where you can catch our delicious show. RoadCasts, where we don't do the live stuff. We just, record shit when we're on our way to a Devils game. That's how it's been for the last 4 shows, and we're glad that you came back to listen in and hear us banter about inane bullshit. They usually hear in the first 20 minutes of our show. Is that correct, sir?
I believe so. It sums it up quite
nicely?
Yeah, good enough.
Good? No. Nothing can be good enough.
It's
got to be perfect.
It's passable.
Fine, I'll do passable.
It's kind of phoned in, but kind of recorded in from a car.
But there's no phone.
Right. That's why I said kind of recorded in from a car.
But then you say it's phoned in.
Yeah, it's an expression. Not a very good one by you, it seems.
But you're the one who said phoned in.
I did.
So why are you blaming me?
Because it's totally ET'd. Phoned.
You're terrible at improv, you know that?
I know. That's why I don't try to make a living off of it. Whoa.
Yeah, there's just assholes here on the road like normal.
It's funny, the cop says stop, and this guy just has this
he's doing
unstoppable impulse to just run the cop over instead. I mean, alright, no, I don't get it. I was gonna say I understand it, but I really can't.
We don't
can't even fake it.
We don't comprehend the human being anymore with assholes that we see around here and that stuff.
I can't sympathize with a douchebag. That pretty much sums it up.
Bag of douche. I like the old bag of douche. All right, what do we got there on the old recorded show prep over there, my friend? Yeah. All right, take out our notes. We finally do notes.
Toys R Us sex toys.
No, Toys R Us doesn't sell sex toys. No.
That's why it's probably in the prep. You sick fuck you.
Listen, my little Debbie doesn't cook up, dildos here, all right?
I think little Debbie makes food, doesn't she?
Whatever. Susie Bake Oven.
Susie Bake... I think it's Easy Bake Oven.
Listen, I got a dick, not a little vagina. I wouldn't know.
Okay. Me either. I think the guy in his car is getting really angry because the cop won't let us go.
That's right, he's an asshole anyway.
I'm kind of okay with it. He's going to try to go. What the Oh, okay. That was really weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Is that a drug deal?
Only in Newark, friends. Only in Newark.
Got out of the driver's seat of the car and just started walking down the crosswalk.
Crosswalk? What are you, Chinese?
I could be. And then somebody else just started driving the car. I think we just saw them trade smack. I'm not sure. Should I report that? What do I report though?
No,
there were 2 douchebags and one walked away.
No, I do believe we just run away like we are doing now.
Yeah, I act disinterested like I do with everything else. It works for me.
So Toys R Us and the story about the
sex toys.
No, not the sex toys.
Toys R Us is now selling sex toys. That's what you wrote down.
No, I did. Would you like me to turn the light on so you can read it more?
No.
Put your glasses on and read it.
Glasses are on.
Oh.
It's unisex toys.
Unisex.
All right, so they're selling masturbation sex toys because it's like Uno sex.
No, Uno's a card game.
All right, are these Mexican sex toys then? That's I don't understand. I mean, that's racist. We're gonna get to that topic later. But
good semi-segue.
A good pre-segue. I swear that never happens.
Yeah, so Toys R Us is now in a the story unfolds from a Toys R Us over in the UK where they took away the whole boys and girls section for toys, and decided to do like a unisex thing where everything is everywhere, and you're mixing the boys' dolls. Hello, the boys'
They're action figures, asshole. They're not dolls.
Wow, wholly defensive. You're
Shut
right.
up! I'm not defensive. You got it wrong.
Really?
Guys don't play with dolls. They play with action figures.
All right, so the guys' dolls and the girls' action figures.
Oh my god.
Am I making you feel less as a man?
No,
or?
because apparently that's the way it's being done now. From what I was told by you, they are doing away with a boys and girls toy section because they don't want to, God forbid, offend adults or now they're afraid of offending children as well by saying no. You can't play with that Barbie doll, little boy. You're a boy. You need to play with, G.I. Joe. So now it's no. We're going to tear down these
blue and pink walls.
These blue and pink walls. Nicely, very well put. I will give credit there. We're going to tear down these blue and pink walls. Son, if you want to play with that doll, you go right ahead. You want that easy bake oven? You bake those fucking cookies up and be proud of it.
Mr. Gorbachev, break down your blue and pink walls. Yes, that was my Reagan impression.
I know. I'm just completely, aghast from it.
Completely and gassed. Wow, your mouth got fucked by a fuck up.
No, it really didn't. I don't think. Anyway, so your opinion, Rob.
Your mouth got fucked by a fuck thing. That's my opinion.
No. Oh, from the Unisex Toys.
Oh. Unisex?
Unisex. So your opinion of there will no longer be a boys and girls toy section. We don't want to offend. We want to remain, and this term makes me want to throw up in my mouth, gender neutral.
You let that sink in a little. Gender neutral.
We're raising a bunch of fucking eunuchs, if that's the case.
Make sure we don't break into a,
Song?
Yes.
Is it gender neutral?
No.
Then forget it.
My opinion on the unisex, gender neutral Toys R Us idea, stupid. Listen, when I was a kid, parents took me to Toys R Us. Hey, you want to get a video game? I knew where the video games were. Wanted to go and get some, wrestling figurines? I went and got wrestling figurines. I wanted to get my bike? I went and got a fucking bike in the boys section. Now, you pop out a kid, or no, your mistress pops out a kid and you got to pay 18 months of child support, or 18 years of child support. You want to go and get him a bike? How do you know which one it is? It's not like they make banana seats for girls and, regular seats for the boys. Now they're going to make them all the same, so how do you know? It's stupid.
It's gender neutral. Everyone gets the same bike.
Back then, I went and got a Nintendo game. I got Kirby's whatever, Adventureland, okay? Now what's it going to be called?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I was stumped at that one.
Exactly.
No show prep.
I mean, just because Kirby is pink, I wasn't confused. I knew it was a, game for boys, for men growing up playing 8-bit Nintendo.
Wow, you're old.
So are you, jackwad.
Fuck off.
So my opinion of it, it's stupid. You're trying to do all this sensitivity horse shit for kids, breaking off a little bit. In sports, little kids play football. They don't keep score anymore. Who won? We both did. Fuck your cunts.
We had fun. Yay!
You know what fun was? I lost the game, I was pissed off, and I was kicking rocks, and then I got some ice cream, and I forgot about it.
No, I disagree. You lose a game, what do? You go home, you get pissed off about it, you practice, you play hard as fuck. Yes, quote me on that one. Alright, and you win next time. That competitive edge is what makes our culture, what has made our culture what it is today. Lose? Fuck you. I don't like to lose. I play to win. And those are the people who truly succeed. The people that play professional sports are the people who say, I don't lose. I will bleed. I will be in pain. You can knock me out. You can fuck me up. But I will play until I am dead. I will not give up. The ones that don't keep score, the ones that go, we lost, but you know what? I had a good time. They don't play in the big leagues.
So then what you actually want to do with this particular story is you want to take a kid in there, you want to psych him the fuck up, and then sick him in the fucking Toys R Us to go beat the shit out of girls who are trying to pick up a G.I. Joe doll. Is that correct?
No. Not really.
Because you went off on a tangent on this story, and I figured I'd try to wrap it up in a nice little bow.
No, maybe to sum it all up, look, to sum it all up, we are again and again, we are catering to the very, very, very small percentage, okay? There are 3% of boys that want to play with My Little Pony, okay? So we're going to tell the other 97%, well, we're going to fuck your life up so we can make it easier. So this little boy who wants to play with frolicky little things that girls play with, we want to make him feel okay.
Thank you for not making another My Little Pony reference, because I was going to swear to God I was going to make a joke about it. It was a cock joke.
Okay. Glad I escaped that one. But we try so hard to accommodate everyone that what you're really going to end up doing is accommodating no one. You're going to make us look like a bunch of buffoons, when for hundreds of years, girls have played with dolls, men have done other things than playing with dolls. You know what? And if a man played with a doll, he probably liked a penis in his ass, okay? So what are we going to do then, all right? How are we going to accommodate them and make them feel special? I hope I'm dead before that happens, It needs to stop. We need to draw the line, but instead we continue to just shoot ourselves in the foot and do the opposite. Well, we're doing some things, but we need to do more, and it just needs to end.
That Wiggle Rant, folks, is brought to you by AdamandEve.com. AdamandEve.com. Buy a dildo for your wife. Buy some lingerie for you. CWE Network gets a little kickback. Thank you.
Enjoy the Unisex Toys.
From the Mexican Toys R Us, right?
Unisex. Hey, uno, dos. Hey, dos stinky.
Dos stinky.
Dos stinky.
So
anyway.
That kind of bridges to our next racially infused topic that you brought to my attention.
I prefer to call it racially charged.
Okay. Okay, charged.
Charged. So, I happened to be playing PlayStation the other day, and when you play, on the network, there are some people, for whatever reason, that like to wear, headsets and scream at everybody else and be loud and obnoxious. So I happen to be in a lobby with a bunch of other players. I don't know any of these people, alright? I don't care. I'm there to play an 8-minute session and move on, alright? And I'm listening to a bunch of them, yell and talk, and I'm just sitting there, and it's like, wow. All of you sound black.
Wait, hold on, hold on. Let's just repackage this here. You're playing a video game, right?
Online.
Okay, and in this video game, all you see is your TV, right? You don't see the people that you're hearing over your headset or the TV speakers, right?
I see my video game lobby. I see their screen names, I guess you could call them that. Their player names. And I can just hear them speaking. No different than hearing a talk show on your computer. Yeah.
So you do not see faces, you don't see anything that would describe who they really are.
Nothing indicating who they are except the sound of their voices.
Okay, so with the sound of their voice, you're assuming they're of the African American race.
Anyway, yes, before you set me up for something really horrible, which I know you're doing, I listen to them and I say to myself, there's nobody in the room. I'm just sitting in my living room by myself, and it's like, wow, they sound black. And I sit there and I think for a second, I'm like, is that racist? I don't think that's racist, just thinking that they sound black. What, do you think that's racist?
Now, I can preface this by saying a few months back, I had finished, as you probably heard on one of our live shows, I went through some training courses regarding discrimination, harassment, security, all that type of stuff. So, what you're mentioning is both racist and discriminatory against somebody, according to what I learned months ago. My personal opinion? No, I don't think it's racist, because in life, you hear a voice, and you can pretty much tell for a good percentage, I'm not saying 100% of the time, but a good percentage, you can tell what type of ethnicity somebody is. When you hear a Mexican speak, it's, yo, man, how you doing, man? It's like that.
That's racist, by the way, what you just did.
But I'm just explaining it.
Yeah, you're a racist. But
okay, and you hear somebody that's... Did you hear black slang? Did you hear, like, yo, man, how you doing, man? Stuff like that made you...
Your black slang is utterly horrible. Don't ever do that again. Look, the way I had rationalized this to myself in my living room while I'm waiting for my damn video game lobby to start is like, wow.
In your underwear?
They said... I don't wear underwear. So... I'm waiting for the lobby to start, and it's like, wow, they sound black. And it's like, does that sound racist? And the way I justified it, it's no. Because, you know what, when you hear someone talk, and they sound French, you could say they're French. Oh, you sound Russian. You sound, Hispanic, You know when you hear these things, like, oh, you sound Australian. There's nothing wrong with saying what you sound like. Now, if you were to say something to the effect of, wow, you sound black, let me put on the white sheets and burn your house down. Now we've kind of crossed a threshold that makes it a little different, okay? That didn't happen here. I'm merely making the statement of, wow, you sound like you are this. And to me, it's just more of I don't know, I don't want to call it, not an oversight, but, it's just, hey, this is what I'm thinking or saying right now, with no negative commentary added to it. To me, once you add the negative commentary, yeah, okay, then it becomes bad. It's not like I go, oh, and I jump on my PlayStation headset and be like, hey, why don't you go back to the cotton fields and let me play my PlayStation in peace? Then it changes everything. And that didn't happen, and to be honest, I don't think that way. I don't do that kind of stuff. I think racism is a terrible, terrible thing. I think if you need to find something to insult someone or make fun of them,
insult their mama.
If you're if you're playing a video game, yeah, that's apparently where you start. But you know what? Be creative about it. You can insult someone's intelligence before that. You can insult so many different things. Why go to race? It's just such a cop-out.
So I mean, but I think going back to your main question is, you hear a voice and you assume what ethnicity it is. I don't think that's racist at all.
I don't either. But like you said, according to training that you had, which is paid for through our tax dollars, you just committed a racist offense. And it's just like, whoa, hold on, that's not true. So you're teaching people shit that is totally false because you are trying to further your agenda.
Well, like I said, what I learned months ago versus what I feel inside is two totally different things. Do I think it's racist? No. If you went out and said, hey, you sound like an N-word. Yes.
A little different.
Hey, you sound like you're Mexican. Go get me a burrito. Yes. Hey, this guy sounds, Arabic. Bomb him. Yes. But if you simply just say, you sound... enter ethnicity here, and you leave it at that, no. What actually made you think of, is it racist in your head? Like, did you have a feeling in your gut, like what you just thought or said to yourself in the privacy of your own home was something bad?
You know what? Our culture has become so fragilely intolerant of anything you say, you can't even identify. In New York City, apparently the law now is that if you're searching for a suspect, you can't walk around and say, listen, we're looking for a man who's 5 foot 10 inches tall and Hispanic. If you say he's Hispanic, hey, that's a racist, that's a racially charged statement. The cops can't even tell people what kind of people they're looking for. We've become so again, this kind of falls back on the whole unisex thing. You know, where...
Unisex.
Sorry, I'm working on it. Alright? Where you can't say anything. You might offend somebody. You can't say that, well, you know, hey, he wore glasses, because now you're offending the optically challenged people in the area, okay?
Optically challenged.
But are we really that far away from that?
God, I hope so.
No, but do you think we are? I don't think we are.
Now we're close to it.
We're right there. It's on the cusp. It sounds stupid right now, but in no time you're going to hear about it.
That's right, folks. When you hear optically challenged, you can go back and say, hey, I first heard that on the Clutch and Wiggle RoadCast.
Along with Unisex.
And apparently Mexicans and British people. So this is a fucking 20-minute wiggle rant, for all I know.
Well, you don't know much, so that kind of sums that up.
There you go. So we wrap up this version of the RoadCast with Rob and Craig here. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, facebook.com/ClutchWiggleEXP. Twitter, you follow me, Clutch_43. You can follow him, DU, @DU Big Wiggle. And as always, we always miss the tits. I mean the dits. So we say hello to her, and hopefully this week's diary for this wiggle rant of a RoadCast is chock full of goodness. So for Mr. Craig over there, I'm Rob. Thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading through iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, hearing us on the Podgods Network, or through rockingcomedy.com. We thank you so much for listening. We thank you so much for downloading. Let us know which way or how, and just remember to check us out live on Thursdays, non-hockey Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern over on cwradio.com, and check out all our shit on clutchwiggleexp.com. With that, folks, we are out for this week. Tune in next week. We might be live. You'll have to find out. Later.